Okay. Bye-bye screen capture. And hello. The next part of the bonus videos. Unused models. Unused models are the 3D models of various effects or various characters and objects that were left out of the game or just were kept in the files from the beta builds, and we're going to go over them. The first one here is an early model of the door, and this one does have the reflection in this video right over here. There's some data in here if you end up mounting the ISO. You can see this, or if you use don't remember what the tool is called. I think it's called GCN Builder. You can also see the files inside of here, but I don't think you can see this directory. There are various codes for the back of the door, key to the door, the model of the door. Yeah, this cutscene was actually never used, and neither was this door, because the cutscene wasn't used because you can see the reflection in there, and they didn't use reflection, obviously. There's a blue warp effect right here, which was never used. It looks like the warp from Ocarina of Time. An unused heart door from Chauncey's room. You never actually got to see this heart door in particular. And there are 3 unused door objects. This is one of them. The next one is the star door. And then the ghost machine door, or the gallery door, which you never actually get to unlock, so... Yeah, originally the twins room was supposed to have... Oh, no, it wasn't originally supposed to have. This is just loaded to swap it. But originally you were supposed to... I think you were supposed to unlock that door. But, no, I guess not. We never got to unlock the door here. I think we were supposed to originally unlock doors in Egad's lab, because you can walk around in it, and it does have room things, so maybe we were supposed to unlock doors in there and be able to go back there. And in the 3DS version, you can go back there, you just can't walk around in it. This is probably the most interesting one. This is L. And L is an unused ghost. He appeared at E3, and he only has 6 animations, no textures, and no UV maps. So, you can't even support textures. This thing's kind of scary, and you can replace it over Toad, like in this YouTube video. Here are the various particle effects and animations for attacks. I believe the Luigi's Mansion modding community at Hotel Amore, I believe it's called, is trying to get this ghost back into the game. So we may actually get to see it. Here's early Bogmire, and actually, his name, B-Fire. Bogmire, I don't think was actually supposed to be a shadow, considering his name was B-Fire. I actually think he was supposed to be a fire ghost. This is probably the most interesting thing in the entirety of the game. B Mario. This is D Mario. This is the Mario that's used in the cutscene in the finale of the game. And here's Luigi. But here's B Mario, who is stretched to Luigi's height, has poltergust backstraps, and if you read here, he was possibly used for an unused multiplayer mode. So, apparently there was supposed to be multiplayer in here, and you were supposed to be able to play as good old Mario and Luigi in the same adventure. I don't really know if you'd be able to do it in the first mansion, but I think you possibly could do that. I could see that being done in the hidden mansion. A multiplayer would be put in the 3DS version, but unfortunately, Mr. Video Game would not be the playable character. It would be a slime version of Luigi named Gooigi. Also, here's an unused player model of Luigi, which was completely unused. It's sitting in the models archive, and it's the same animations as this Mario right here. So, it's kind of weird. And it's kind of weird to think that this game is going to have multiplayer. And there's even an AR code to put some kind of multiplayer in it. It's definitely not perfect, but it's there. Here's a tomato, which we never got to see, because there was supposed to be a chef ghost in the game. We never actually got to see the chef ghost. It's completely unused. I haven't even seen a model of it. It only has white and rot. White is it just sitting there. Rot is it rotating. So apparently, these animations would never finish because rot would probably be disintegrating into the ground. And the model was replaced by a bowling ball. Oh. Okay. There's a white flag, and all it has is wait.key, which is it waving. I wonder who would be surrendering. Here is the old Poltergust 3000 on wheels, which the modding community has restored. The water nozzle. Now, this one's interesting, because originally the vacuum nozzle and the dust nozzle were different. One of these is, or it's actually called the air nozzle, I call it the dust nozzle. This is the one for the water element, which was seen briefly in the 2001 E3 presentation, and it shoots water. But unfortunately, it's gone. It's not in the final game. But you can restore it with AR, just like the majority of these. Here's the air nozzle. So, I wonder if this would also be used for fire and ice, unless ice has a white one, or fire has a darker red. Now, these ghosts are in the final game, it's just that these colors are not. This is ball. These are actually the ghost you shoot at the moon, and that blows up the moon. So this is supposed to be that ghost, but these 4 colorations were never used, and neither were any of these effects. They're supposed to wait, roll, squish and accordion back up, roll around even faster. They were supposed to bounce around, apparently, in various... They were supposed to roll and bounce at the same time. Kind of sad we never got to see more of these ghosts, because they probably could have been something quite good in the Astral Hall. Beam.zsp, or SZP, I said ZSP. It's just a particle effect related to flashlight. Nobody knows what else it's for. Here's a spiderweb file, which I think this file was not used in the final game of the GameCube, but there are more spiderwebs in the 3DS, so fortunately there's no image of the model. Here's a Russian doll of Luigi, which I actually think this is used in a Mario Party game, but nobody knows why it's here and why it uses Luigi's classic color scheme. It's also has an early version of the Game Boy Horror Head, or it was an early version of the Game Boy Horror Head. Here are 3D versions of the map for the Game Boy Horror, which we didn't get to see these versions of the map. I mean, yeah, technically they are fully 3D, but I don't think you get to see the entirety of it from this angle. Like, you don't even get to see the whole map put together. It's always just this floor separate, and this one separate, and including the arch and the parlor from the foyer. This floor separate, and the roof separate. There are various door collision boxes here. They're not really all too important. The guide map, which this is really weird. This appears to be EGAD's laboratory. This here is the gallery right here. Ghost Portrificationizer. This is the lab, and I don't know what this is. Yeah. Also, the Ghost Portrificationizer is now highlighted in black, or a lighter black or brown in this one. But I don't actually think that might either be the training room or that might be Area 5. I think it's more likely a training room because there's a door in EGAD's lab that leads there, but if this isn't correct to the actual model, we'll go to the lab, trust me. But if this isn't correct to the model, then it's probably the unused Area 5 room that would lead here. But I don't even think Area 5 was supposed to even lead here. Anyway, there's the unused toad. Yeah, people have actually gotten it out. This is the unused green toad, which you unfortunately never get to see. Quite sad because they focus more on toad colorations than they do original characters now. Nintendo. Unused Shy Guys, dark blue and light blue. They were never actually used, and they're the last 2 in the list. I'm surprised we never got them. That would have been pretty cool. The pink mouse. We never got the pink mouse. We got the purple and the blue, and then the very rare gold. We never got pink. There's the claw machine in EGAD's lab, the Ghost Portrificationizer room, and various objects such as a golden table, the billiards room love seat, a duplicate of the courtyard hallway, the phonograph, which I actually think this is used in the game, but I don't remember where, Chauncey's mobile, which this one's unused. I think there actually is one, though. I can't recall. I haven't played the game in a while, since the LP. This is the original vase from the E3 demo from the butler's room and the kitchen. It's still in the kitchen, but it's supposed to be for the butler's room. Yeah, it's kind of funny that you see this vase right here. It's still somewhere, but it's just not used where it's supposed to be. The study ladder. You know how they have those ladders that go woo, woo? Yeah, that was supposed to be one of these, except it didn't move. It was just supposed to go to higher books. Unfortunately, we never got to use it. As the article here says, quite a shame. The early medicine cabinet from the laundry room and the bathroom drawer from the washroom. It's also here. The study panels, which apparently were the portraits. Like how they always have portraits of ghosts. Yeah, they're always ghosts for some reason. These were supposed to be in the study and they were never used. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Oh, it says here, it's a secret room. The room where you fall down the chimney, go in here. The early version of the breaker room, I can't even see where the breaker is. There's a bunch of duplicate models, such as the guest room lamp, a framed picture, the washroom photo, the breaker in the breaker room, parlor drawer. And then one model is completely unseen no matter what. Like, it's in the game, but you don't get to see it. And it's Tarara. Ugh, that sounds disgusting to say, but it's the ice crystal in the cold storage. Yeah, they're really annoying, and this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a crystal from Crash Bandicoot. That's actually what that thing looks like without all its ice particle effects and things. So, those are unused models. Hopefully we'll get to see more on the cutting room floor. Yes. Because there's still more to go over. Not just these models. There's more voice files and other things to go over, such as the rooms. So, now that, I guess we're finished here. Well, I'm going to Grilby's.